Making a splash and making memories. A water skiing tournament returns to mid-Missouri for the first time in 5 years.
We had a warm afternoon with low humidity out there. It'll be a different case tomorrow. My forecast coming up.
Celebrating a new highway that's the first of its kind all across Missouri. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts right now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
A 4-year-old boy is missing in Miller County. Good evening, I'm Chad Mura.
And I'm Stephanie Zeppelin. Thanks for joining us. Officials say Devin D. Denman has been missing since about 1:15 this morning. Miller County Sheriff's Department says possible suspects are Denman's mother and her boyfriend. Officials say Denman's mother and boyfriend took the 4-year-old from his father's house. The missing boy is a white male who's about 3'5" and weighs 40 pounds, and he was last seen wearing a black and blue shirt with camouflage sweatpants. The Sheriff's Department says the suspects may be on their way to Reed Springs or Fulton. KOMU 8 has a reporter on the story and will continue to bring you any updates later tonight.
Like I said, we saw a pleasantly warm afternoon out there. We topped out at 85 degrees here in the city of Columbia. Overnight, we'll see temperatures falling back through those lower 80s into the middle 70s by 9 p.m. and then upper 60s around 11. We will be somewhere in the middle 60s overnight. I'll have the full details on that forecast coming up in just a little bit. Until then, back to you guys.
Summertime is the perfect time to keep alive family traditions. And for one Columbia family, today was just the day for that. KOMU 8's Alex Rozier joins us in the studio to tell us about a family circle filled with water.
All right, Jack, here we go.
It wasn't a pleasure lake, it was a skiing lake. We need 2,000 feet straight. It's not that easy to find.
But in 1985, just outside Columbia, it was found.
The dam was long, it's about 800 feet long.
Jack Doherty knew what he wanted.
We actually moved into a trailer on the hill for about a year.
Before moving to the home and the lake that he built.
I was spoiled. I think I took it for granted because I was 4 when we moved out here.
Erin Doherty, much like her father, lives for the water.
I competed in the women's 2 slalom event.
A national champion in 2008, water skiing, it just flows in the family.
Growing up, we traveled to water ski tournaments on the weekends, the whole family.
And together, traditions were tied.
You go to tournaments together, you spend the weekends together, you practice at home together. It's just it's a great family sport.
For Jack Doherty, family's where it all starts. And for a family filled with skiing sensations, Lake Sundance spells a sweet summer success. Now, for the first time in 5 years today, the Doherty family hosted a water skiing tournament on Lake Sundance. Now, coming up a little later on in sports, we'll have complete coverage of all the action. Stephanie?
All right, great. Thanks, Alex. After the largest spy swap since the Cold War, Missouri Congressman Roy Blunt says Obama's administration made a very hasty decision to swap spies with Russia. Blunt says the U.S. did not hold the 10 Russian spies long enough to learn everything about their work, contacts, and the network. He says their release shows there aren't strong enough penalties for spying on the United States. On Friday, the U.S. traded 10 Russian spies for 4 people in Russia on charges that they spied for the U.S.
The NAACP said today there hasn't been equal access for minority contractors helping clean up the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. At its annual convention in Kansas City, the organization laid out 13 recommendations for more equal access. It also called for better training and safety equipment for cleanup workers. NAACP President Ben Jealous says he's concerned minorities aren't getting the same access to higher-paying jobs.
And today marks an important day for Missouri Transit. 4-lane highways now stretch all the way across the state of Missouri. This morning, Kit Bond and other important figures dedicated the VFW Memorial Highway 36. This creates a 4-lane highway from Chicago to Kansas City. The portion just completed is 52 miles long and stretches from Hannibal to Macon. The groundbreaking was in 2007, and Senator Kit Bond says highways and roads are critical to developing Missouri and helping its economy.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again, good roads equal economic development. Companies want to do business in places that are easy for their employers, clients, customers, visitors, and suppliers to reach.
And hopefully this highway will do just that and help increase business in Northeast Missouri. The events for today's celebration started bright and early at 6:30 in the morning with a 5K run. They continued into the afternoon with a series of flag stops at cities along Highway 36 ending in Hannibal.
Columbia's Second Chance held a dog bathing fundraiser all afternoon. Dogs waited anxiously in the heat today for a nice, cool bath. For $5, Second Chance volunteers wash dogs in an effort to raise money for things such as medicine, vet bills, and other things it needs to make sure the pets are well taken care of when adopted into a new home. If you missed the dog wash, Second Chance looks for help in other ways also.
We have to have volunteers to run the adoption center, to bring the food, to pick up donations, to organize the donations, to make sure the foster parents get it. We're always in need of foster homes.
Foster said the volunteers washed about 20 dogs in the first hour, and she expected a couple more rushes throughout the rest of the afternoon. For a link to the Second Chance website with future events and ways to get involved, check out the links and number page on KOMU.com.
Mid-Missouri's own internet celebrity. How one man became Mr. Popular online while being offline.
And we'll see some sun on your Sunday, but we do have some showers and thunderstorms building in. I'll have the details up next on KOMU 8 News at 6.
The stories that matter to you.
Next Friday. Still a little too far out, so we won't worry about that until the time comes.
Well, not half bad. Thanks, Michelle.
Yep.
It's almost time for baseball's All-Star break.
And you can hear from one All-Star who's looking to get back into the bigs. This is KOMU 8 News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
A 77-year-old Knob Noster man has more than 5,000 Facebook fans. In tonight's Sarah story, KOMU 8's Sarah Hill tells us up until recently, he didn't even own a computer.
His real name is Clyde Smith, but people in Sedalia know this cyber superstar as Smitty. How does a man acquire more than 5,000 Facebook fans without a computer? We knew it had to be a Sarah story.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Hi, Mike.
Smitty is a people greeter at the Sedalia Walmart Supercenter.
How are you today? Hi. Something in your kiss, and you girls have a good break. And hello, lady, hi.
The kids call him Grandpa.
Grandpa don't have any stickers today. I'm out.
A 77-year-old man who, instead of complaining about teens these
Is
days,
that your little sister? Let's take a picture of her.
takes a genuine interest in them.
Yeah. How's school going?
Always takes interest in the teenagers coming through, asking them how school is, how they're doing, you know, is everything going all right? And I think that's a big key, just showing some interest.
Sometimes, you know, they got problems, things on their mind. Maybe the day didn't go well. One day a guy come in the door on the other side. I said, have a nice evening, sir. And he went in the store. When he went back out, I said, have a great night, guy. Enjoy it. And you know what he did? He made a U-turn, come back in the store, and threw some dollar bills in the cart and said, here's a tip. I said, sir, I don't take tips. I get paid to be nice. He said, guess what? I said, what? He said, you're the only guy that's been nice to me all day.
Before this whole thing started, he didn't even know what Facebook was.
Every day they come in the store and they say, you're on Facebook. I said, I am? What is that?
Everybody I know in our whole school is a fan.
Oh, really?
Mackenzie Westfall, a 7th grader at Sacred Heart School,
Hello.
Where at?
didn't need a shopping cart to be moved by Smitty's kind words.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
She created a Facebook fan page for her favorite people greeter.
Well, when he found out about the page, he was really thankful and he was really excited about it.
Spasiba, Paka.
It's not just hi and bye,
How you doing, ladies? Have a good day now.
but what happens in between that made Smitty a Facebook phenom.
How are you today, Connie?
He now has 5,587 people who love him.
Everybody loves somebody.
No wonder he's out of stickers.
Grandpa don't have any stickers today, but when I get some more, I'll give you one, okay?
Okay.
That sometime is now.
Since his Facebook page first went online, Smitty purchased a computer. If you would like to become a fan of his, you can search Walmart People Greeter Smitty on Facebook. We have a link on our website that's at KOMU.com. Just click on Sarah's stories.
Goal galore in the third-place game in the World Cup. Sports is next. Welcome back. We'll go ahead and recap that 8-day extended forecast. We will see the chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms Sunday, Monday, finally ending Tuesday. We get a dry day on Wednesday.
Now here's a look at what's coming up tonight on KOMU 8 News at 10. Habitat for Humanity held its 66th framing ceremony today in Jefferson City.
We'll tell you how to get involved and what other organizations are there. Have a great night. See us at 10.